Hi, good afternoon, guys. Again, this is Christian Pura of NowPlanet.tv. We're here now at the SMX Convention Center of Mall of Asia at the Graphic Expo, the 18th Graphic Expo. And we're lucky enough to be with Miss Menchie Rodriguez, General Manager of Big Pix. And Miss Menchie, good morning. Good afternoon, rather.
Good afternoon,
And
Mr. Chris.
and then we're here now at the booth of Big Pix. Probably, if there was an award of the best booth, Big Pix would have grabbed it just hands down. Miss Menchik
Thank
first.
you.
Yes.
That is such a compliment.
Okay, perfect. Now, maybe Miss Menchik, could you give us first a quick overview of what Big Pix is all about? I mean, how many years have you been in the business? And I mean, because of this booth, you would see very, very big. So can you tell us more about what Big Pix is all about?
Okay, Big Pix Graphic Systems Inc. came up with a very first idea sometime 1997. They were catering to the movie industry. And this movie industry had a lot of demands before with film and media. So we were at that time the supplier to printing in the media and print industry, especially the movies. So when the time rolled on and a very big supplier noticed our effort to deliver services, they took us as the first distributor of the DGI large format printers. So after that time, from then on, we became the exclusive distributor of one of the major large format printers in the industry, DGI, which is made in Korea. So you can imagine how the shift in time took its toll. From then on, a lot of manufacturers tried to approach us and turn us into their exclusive local distributor.
Interesting. Now, when was Big Pix established?
This Big Pix was really established 1997, but the focus, as I said at that time, was more in services doing to media and film. So 2000, we started to become a focused distributor.
Okay. Now, I've attended several graphic expos, and I always see Big Pigs. How many years have you been participating in the graphic expo?
This Graphic Expo, oh boy, you wouldn't believe it, but we're like having a second home here because we started 2004. We started, and the location was Phil Trade Center. And for everybody to be in Phil Trade Center at that time, it was a big thing.
Okay, and that is located along Ross Boulevard.
Right,
Yeah, okay.
right.
Now, given that the Big Pigs has been here for 10, 11 years, and you seem to be the most advanced, I mean, bringing in new technologies in printing and the graphic industry, what would be what do we see? What can we expect with Big Pigs in the coming months or the coming years?
Okay. Is it okay, Mr. Chris, if I just stand up to show you
Sure.
something?
I mean, you have a very nice booth here.
I am going to be very comfortable doing this very casually, right? Just looking at where we are, standing at where we are, I like to make you see the focus of how we do things here. We don't just print, because for us, print already is an inner stamina. So what we do here is we pour out a lot of concepts, and then we bleed it out with expression of application. And when expressive application comes out in the market, it becomes the best execution. I hope everybody would agree. Now is the time to turn your cards the right way, because look at this. This is like an abaca material, but it's local. This is the material. We directly printed it on our flatbed, the Dilly flatbed. So now we're carrying the 1606 of the Dilly. This has white ink, so you can see even the fine print has to look like a native art. And then we cut this box board. It's just a board, but we wrap it with Sintra board inside our box boards. You see it over later when we go there. But a lot of foreigner weighing 250 pounds can sit on it. So we're now glued to going eco-friendly, really embracing the stamina of what the market demands. If you look over here, which I'll try to exhibit my part a little bit.
Yep.
These are all wall designs. And then we have the frame. On the upper view, we have our own concept of what a clock looks like. And then we put a subscription about time, and then we put a motor, and then we put MDF board in the middle, the brown one. It's so really how it does it, you have to execute one application after the other. You can't stop doing one. I can't stop doing just printing because it will bore the public. Corporate accounts and a lot of multinational requirements now has to have the stamina of getting out of the box. So if you're not out of the box, you're just going to get stranded with what you do. And the purpose here is really to be more independent of your consumer customers' demand, right? If you become independent from their designs, you can execute it on your own. Definitely, you will have the stamina to produce more and call the shots. I hope it is clearly understood. Here we have an MDF board with a hologram material in the middle, printed on the beetles, and we engrave it using our Hunter cutter engraver.
Maybe the camera can focus on the quality of the cut.
Yeah.
We'd like to request the camera.
Here, if we...
Okay.
we
All right. Now, okay, I will be able to hold
heavy.
this.
Looking at it, you'll see the application. This is already an expertise. This is a wall art because this is our concept. We engrave using MDF board, and then we insert the hologram material to put on the direct print out, and then we cover it with an acrylic. And then we chisel, we fine corner it with a lot of locks now. You can do it. If we did it, a lot of our customers are doing it right now. So this is what we execute here. We are just here as the angel or the guardian to their direction. And our customers are together with us doing a lot of requirements, and then we try to emphasize how they can do it further.
Now, I mean, speaking about customers, who would normally be your customers?
Oh, well, this is what's exciting. Can we do this?
Yes. Okay.
All right, we're back.
Yep.
Well, a couple of years ago, our customers were the ones really into print. And they were doing a lot of roll-to-roll. They were doing tarpaulins, stickers, Panaflex, and all the like. But then the attitude of printing changed. And the culture became an evidence of what we had to come up with. So right now, we are with the multinationals. We're with the export zone. We're with the manufacturers. We're with photography and all the likes. And we do a lot of business with the designers, the architects, interiors, because of how you see our focus is. It can do from wood to glass to acrylic to stone to granite to marble because of our daily and our industrial cutters and our Mimaki UJF. Look above me as well. Mr. Chris is saying, I forgot this thing. Look at the tone of the cut of wood. Formally this will be done maybe in a week. But because of our Hunter industrial router CNC engraver, it's just cut for a minute. What you can do for a week before, you can do it in 1 hour. You can do a whole cabinet in just an hour, right? And this stage where I am, this was all done. To the cabinets of the louvers, we directly print on the doors, on the glass, which is the window, the window pane, and you see the lampshades or all this hanging accents here from the ball, which is we cut it to the finish. So what are we saying here? You have a print shop or you're in the industry of printing, it makes a lot of common sense to be more sensitive about what the market demands. Because if our competitors keeps listening to us, they will be elated that we are functioning with a lot of contribution to the industry. Because what we used to do sitting down now, no, we're going out in the field, we're getting a lot of survey points and a lot of demands, and then we function and craft it with results. As a dynamic distributor, Big Pigs Graphics is so oriented with dynamic ideas and organic executions. So I hope. Thank you. Yeah, hi again. We're now witnessing one of our most beautiful products that we could really share with the market. We are distributing this product, and it's the Mimaki CF21218 RC flatbed cutter. It's not just a cutter the way you think cutters should work, but it's more of a packaging cutter. You can imagine how a lot of packaging is done in the market, that they do it manually or they have the press type of a cutting for packaging. But this one is here in the market to really sustain the new designs, because a Mimaki CF2 can do tangential, reciprocal, it can do a swivel cutting with its blade, and then the highlight is it can crease. I'll show you one here. That was just done in maybe 1 minute. It was just done in 1 minute because of all the folds. But this is for a gun. This was supposed to be a promo for a small gun. So you see, we do it because of the software of this machine over here. I'll show you what the architects are talking about. These days are more focused on eco-friendly design. This is a chair again. This is a chair. If you have a cutter for packaging this good, this industrial, it can go architecture, it can go construction, it can go eco-friendly type of a cutting. This is a box board, and we have to put an edge band, and everybody likes it. So you can sell it. You can fetch it for 500 a piece. With just a board, Okay, what else can it do? It can focus on a lot of volume cutting. Then it can focus also, the tandem of this one is after printing with the offset. This can go for the short run of the packaging demand. But what escalates this cutter over here, this Mimaki CF2 cutter, is it can really make its own design. And then you can just get it like that. Gone are the days that you have to access a lot of design and do it for 1 day, 1 week, right? And now just a click, because of the various availability of designs, it can do from medical to everything. I hope you got a point. Because just to look at here, you can conceptualize, personalize your lampshades for cosmetics. You know, we did a head type. So you can do chipboard, pasteboard, corkboard. It can do a lot of boards. You can C2S and all the likes. And you have it crisp to the finish. Creasing is one of the elements of cutting that really fine designs what the customers demand. And we're sharing this with you. And for more information on Mimaki, you can see our website, which we have given already to Mr. Chris. Right? So I think we're done for now. Thank you for your time. Right now, we're going to share with you one of our priceless products that we distribute in the market. This is what you call the Daily Flatbed 1606 WS printer model. Actually, why did we come up with the idea to distribute a Daily? We passed through the generations wherein sticker mounting was the evidence of printing on other surfaces, or rather silk screen at the other end of it. But then we woke up one morning and realized that Big Pigs had a lot of opportunities to do, and we embraced it with a lot of responsibility. So what does a Dilly do? A Dilly is a flatbed printer with CMY and the black, and the evidence of white printing is one of its strengths. What kind of materials can it focus on? Direct printing, acrylic, wood, any flat surface that matter. Evidence of stone and metal or aluminum composite, polycarbonates, and boards. But what makes a Dilly sufficient? There will be other distributors there who would say that, hey, we're also doing flatbed. But the idea here is understanding proper applications, understanding commitment to execution. Because if you don't know how the ink will really last longer on the surface of a stone or a granite, definitely it will be a big boo-boo for you to go on marketing it. So what we're doing here is trying to submerge, trying to understand further what architecture, construction is doing, because the heavy surfaces is wood construction. is now with printing. Printing can print on paper and everything. That's what's cool with a dilly. A dilly can print from paper to any roll to customize design a mat or everything. And what makes it perfect is, as I said again, the understanding of how to put it from one design to another. It's just making your step one step up every day. I will show you some of it. This is one of our scrap materials. Thank you, Mr. Chris. This is one of our scrap materials. It was just on the sideways because we always say, if you have a printer like this on my side, you will be turning scrap to treasure. This is a mat. It's an old abaca something semi-mat. And we saw it, we had to mount it on a center board with just a tape and come up with a beautiful photo. This photo alone could fetch you, if you're going to print this manually, it will take you a lot of time because it might not dry. But with the UV printing, and it has its own UV dryer, UV lamp, definitely it's okay to print these things. And it's very good for photo shows, right? So another special media that we can work on is the wood. We do our own cabinets. If you notice, we do our own printing on the cabinets for a show. And then we have the box board, which fantastically we can laser cut the acrylic to make it the outer border. And then the box board and the tiles. I'm sorry we cannot bring it out because the tiles in the middle is very heavy. But for you to go in the grade of printing on tiles and stone, you have to understand a lot of chemical primers. You can't just do that. You can't just print and say, hey, we have a printer. The understanding of the buyer is how long will the print last on the surface? Can I wash it? What's the light fastness? So you have to understand this. Because of our equipped chemical understanding provided by the resourcefulness of our technical engineers and our arts department, they glue together and work out better understanding. They travel abroad and they do a lot of speculation and understanding, and they probe a lot. Okay? So it gives us a lot of good space to talk and explain. And this is an acrylic. Of course, it's ordinary already for us. And this is an aluminum composite. It's a metal. We just got it and it's scrap. And we did Fernando Morsolo. This is direct print. No primer, no nothing. But we understand, because we understand materials, we definitely understand the responsibility on how to print it. Okay. And other more is glass and window and for the windows and execution of floor types from ceilings to cabinets, as I said, to headboards and everything. So what are we trying to provide here? We're giving you more information on how to choose wisely and what to buy. If you're not going to go on the level of understanding how to execute the right applications, it's better for you to subcontract. Don't be the owner. That's why if you want to be the owner, choose wisely. Go for the right brand. Hello again. Another of our best products that you would like to consider and understand further is our Menchie 6042. This model has been newly launched. We previously shared in the market the 3042. The 3042 has, I think this is the HG model. I'm sorry for that. The HG model has a 2-decker table, so you can take the other one out and print on 4.5 to 5 inches of thickness of material. That explains that even the glass blocks for construction, you can print it now. So you see in the depot centers, there's a lot of this printing that's so conceptualized and personalized. Previously, last year, they import it. They get it from China, they get it somewhere else, but manufacturing time takes a lot of time, and for the shipment papers to arrive, construction is already delayed. But right now, you can do it, you can forward your file and design and just produce the result in an hour or even minutes. What can this machine do? This has a software. This is a direct printer from Menchie, a UV LED printer. Very eco-friendly. You can understand the purpose of which is to really gratify or bring out the best in immediate demand printing. All right? So what we have here is it has 4 colors plus white, CMYK plus white, but now it has the primer ink. The primer, again, I said with a bigger version of direct printers, the primer is the one that solidifies the surface of the material so that the ink to be transferred in the surface of the material will work steadily. The adhesiveness, it will stick on the surface, okay? So it has automatic. So if you want like a gadget, like a laptop, like this one on top of it, I cannot touch it because it's under printing, it's for registration. So if you want on a specific area to print on a glass or on a granite, you have to use the primer. And the primer will just be situated on the area where you want to print. Unlike the others, if they do the manual coating and manual everything, there's a lot of hand direction, and it's not equal anymore. It's not balanced. The coating is not balanced. So the results here, because it has an automatic primer ejection, everything is balanced, right? Printing is just like synonymous to high quality finish. What do we have here? Why should I say that this printer is now the move of the new generation? Why? Because everybody else is still doing silk screen and everybody else is still doing sticker mounting. But this one makes a difference from the bigger one because it can do smaller portions in chunks of volumes. It can do, you know, the borders of the tiles, you go by volume. It can do corporate giveaways, you go by volume. It can do a lot of printing. If you look at the cabinet, which I don't know if you can focus on it, it can do from substrates of bathroom to home base to offices. These are very intricate, fine designs. I will show you. This is like a beautiful plastic, but we just did this in 3 minutes. 3 beautiful minutes. And everybody has it already concept. So now you can buy anything you want to buy, all materials that is available. You can go advertising, you can go retailing, you can go wholesaling. It's just an evidence of what is really high tech. It's very good for gadgets. It's all for flat materials. Again, I said you can do all specific details. Here we just did an acrylic. An acrylic. It was supposed to be a T-square or for the architecture thing, but we did it quick. And we can do all the surfaces of tiles and everything. What else can this printer and the big flatbed UV printer not do? We're trying to stay away from solvent because solvent is already a passé to us. Again, if there is this organic attitude in us, everything will be fresh. Everything will be new. And it's commensurate on having the immediate requirements accomplished right away. And very, very fine printing. Again, I said the direction of the company is really put a good posture in delivery. A very committed attitude in distribution. So we can't stay stagnant. We just have to deliver and attend to the growing needs of our market. The consumers and the corporate advantage is they now have suppliers who has the attitude of doing decisions with a hard focus, right? We don't wait for the decisions of the corporate clients. We can do the decisions on our own and promote the evidence of good work. That's what Big Pigs instills in the minds of the current customers who had trusted us because of our commitment to service and our dedication for exact applications. Thank you. Hello there. I just did a runabout of all the industrial machines that we have with us. As a focused and serious distributor, we have that common sense of coming up with major brands that will really entice the public. All right? So here on my side, we are launching this big brand, the Fruit of the Loom. I'll tell you briefly, when I was a little kid, I just liked 3 things. I wanted to go to school, I wanted to eat a lot, I wanted to have a good shirt. And I was already part of the genre, that generation that spoke a lot about Fruit of the Loom that time. So now it's no longer a dream because we missed it a lot. And now it's here in the Philippines and we're exclusively distributing this beautiful brand. Why do I say that you guys should take a good fetch of choosing wisely what textile is all about. When you wear a shirt, you want to feel good, you want to look good, right? So I want to buy one shirt with a good shirt brand, Fruit of the Loom, and this kind of a design on Flesso materials. I tell you, it's worth the money, right? And distribution talks a lot about this major attention to good shirts. This is cotton, 100% cotton. I tell you, the kids nowadays, they focus on a lot of what shirts is colorful and everything, and they do a lot of printing. But you have to do good printing, even if it's just a piece of printing with a good shirt. You walk your talk. So when you walk, you got a lot of head turners. With a good brand like this, who wouldn't mind you in the first place? So I say this is good economics, this is good thinking, and this is major distribution. So all you guys there, take it seriously. Have a fetch and drop by in our office and try Fruit of the Loom. Thank you.
Hi, we're here again at the Big Pics booth at the SMX Convention Center during the Graphic Expo. And on a final note, thank you very much, Ms. Menchie Rodriguez of Big Pics,
You're most welcome,
for this interview. Any final notes to your viewers, to your fans out there?
That's a beautiful quote, fans. To our viewers and to the market who trust us so much for the endorsement of all the products. What is happening in the market now is simply a time for us to be aware of what we are purchasing and the details of the products that we would like to have as our business. Since economics is not so strong with the purchases of machines around us because it can be easily subcontracted, what I'm trying to share here is really take time to choose wisely. Choose wisely. The products that will be with you, the products that you will invest on, are the products that has to earn you a good fetch of living. So economically speaking, you have to have the right brand. The Mimaki is the best brand that I could introduce to you. Like I said, we have the cutters. It is very dynamic and it's a stable brand. And as we said, the brand doesn't just stop there. You could have a good brand, but you should be fetching for a questionable service. So it is service, commitment equals perfect distribution. I cannot promise you so much from here. I just want you to visit us in our head office and see what we can do to partner with you in your industry of printing, media, and advertising. Thank you so much.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Do drop by again at the Big Pics booth here at the Graphic Expo. We're going to be here until tomorrow, Saturday, at the SMX Convention Center of Mall of Asia. And that's all, folks. Catch you later, guys.